Okay. All right, Jennifer.
Yes.
How have you been?
Good.
Good. Okay. Well, do you know Shelley?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Well, today what we're going to work on is just reviewing some skills, and this way it's going to be very quick because you're going to be her guide, and I want to just see how you remember walking in guide with Shelley. Okay. All right. And so I'd like you to do as many of the steps of sighted guide, all the different ones. You know what I'm talking about?
It's been 4 years,
Okay.
I don't remember much.
Why don't you tell me what might be some things, some techniques in sighted guide that you're going to want to review?
Well, one of this, I walk on her left, correct?
That to me isn't really one way or the other.
And she takes my arm,
Okay.
and so I would orient myself to her.
Okay.
I'm on your left side, and I put my arm next to her, and then
Okay.
she would take my arm just above my,
Good.
and then,
And what do you know, Jennifer?
Take her arm and
What are you going to do once you have her arm? Go ahead and hold it. Don't be shy.
hold her. I'm not gonna go for a date. I'm just gonna
That's right.
and she walks like a half a step
Okay.
behind me.
Okay, are we there now?
I'm
All
about
right.
a half a step.
Good.
And then I tried to make sure that when I'm walking in front of her, there's nothing in her way.
Good.
And I believe I'm on her left because when we get to doors and stuff like that, for me to be able to hold the doors, because they open from left to
All
right.
doors?
or tell me what side the door
Or
is
tell
on.
you which side the door's on, but usually the doors are opening.
They always
Not
do.
all. Usually the handle,
They
not
don't
always,
all
they
open.
don't all open.
Okay.
But to be able to make sure to get the doors.
All right.
And also, if she's using, she wouldn't be using a cane necessarily, but she might be able
No
to
cane.
She has no cane, but usually if she's right-handed, if she's using a cane, to be able to trail along the wall with her cane on the right side.
Well, I'm not one of those people that has a side.
Okay.
You could definitely do one left side, but if she gets sweaty and she wants to switch
Switch.
sides, we should be
It
able to
doesn't
switch
be-
sides, because
it's
that's a
okay.
skill we're going to want to look at.
Okay.
We want to look at switching sides, we want to look at going up and down stairs, in and out of doors, reversing directions.
Okay.
Do all those things, remember all those things? How about you,
Do you
Jennifer?
remember?
Yeah.
Do you remember
You
these
got
things?
those? Okay. And then, and Jennifer, what about your arm? Anything, how's that grip feel?
Oh, fine.
Okay, and what do you do with your arm when you're in guide?
Which one?
The one that's gripping?
Oh, this one. Oh, just hold her just above the elbow.
Okay, anything else?
Don't squeeze her too hard.
Okay, anything else?
Go behind her a little bit.
When?
Going through doorways,
Doorways and
small
I-
passages. And if
I
she, yeah.
pull my
Narrow
arm
If she
behind.
does, just follow her arm
Good.
down. And,
Okay.
Yep, and that way she knows I'm pulling narrow
And one other
passages.
thing is, we're just gonna be watching how you work with this arm, because you should keep it into your body.
Okay.
And that will help you maintain a closer position with her. When it gets lax or loose, you know, we step away maybe from it. Okay? Any questions? Why don't you take her around the places that you know, have a casual walk together, and practice what you know about the technique, and I'll just take some notes.
Okay,
All right?
all right.
Very good.
Are you ready, Jennifer?
I'm ready.
Okay, we're gonna go down the hallway towards our room, and then we'll turn around and come back the other way. How's that sound?
Okay.
All right, let's go. We're passing some doorways on the right side. We're right at 418 now, which is our room now. Can you hear the laundry room?
I do.
The floor zigzags to the right a little bit, the hallway, and then to the left a little bit. And we're heading down towards the end of where Cordell and Janet are. At the very end of this hallway, there's two slinging, the wide slinging doors.
What's a slinging door?
Why don't you come up and take a peek at it? Step up two more steps.
So there's stairs.
No stairs. And put
Am I
your
stepping
hand out
up or going?
nope, right on the flat floor.
Forward.
Forward, okay.
And then
Oh,
there's
okay.
doors, the push-open type doors.
Oh, okay. I don't
And that's to right out. That
And I'm
leads
going
right
to
outside.
interrupt you right here. A couple of things, if you get your about face.
All right.
Let me see. Okay, that's a skill we'll work on too. Okay, about face. All right.
I should let her know about the different
No,
floors?
no.
Okay.
I am from a completely different school of thought. I hope it's okay with you.
Okay.
I'm pretty blunt. It's
Okay.
but I still connect. Okay, what about the talking about the orienting? Who do you typically do that for, when you do that?
Well, typically, if somebody's not familiar with
Okay.
where they are,
Okay,
then
Right.
you should be telling them about the area, so that way they're familiarizing themselves with where they're going, and when we go back
Okay.
through.
good. So there's good reasons to do it, and for people who really need that because you're gonna be their guide or, right, all
Because
those things.
It's to make them be more
Exactly,
independent,
yeah.
so they need,
Well, in some ways, yes, some ways no.
okay.
In especially when you're being a guide, and that's your function. I'm guiding you, and you could talk together, and in fact, I would wait for them, I would get out of them sort of things that they like to know about,
Okay.
because that's a way of connecting also, to respect the fact that they may have, or may not want as much or too much or whatever, okay?
Okay.
So that's great, and there's a place for that. And then now what we're gonna do is also look at, what about when you're the O&M instructor? What is the function of working in human guide also? And then there's a time to really not say a lot to the student.
Okay.
Because at that time, you're also sort of assessing
What they know.
what they initiate.
Okay.
Questions that they ask you, responses to nonverbal but auditory information that's going on around them, because you're trying to get a sense of what other senses they're using along with you, and
Okay.
if they're maintaining orientation with or without those things.
Okay.
And if they ask you good questions about things.
Okay.
So right away, the switch is happening with O&M, because when you're their instructor,
It's different when
You
you're
have
instructor than just a
different
second
relationship
guide.
with them.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Good. And so, yeah, and right away, you're looking at your language.
Mhm.
The language was almost getting in the way of your relationship with this
Okay.
student, because she's like, step up, what do you want, what's forward, what's that?
Right.
And sometimes if you can just build up to a common language
Okay.
slowly, then you have, you get to know each other a little bit more before things, and that helps, because I worry so much about rapport
Okay.
with my clients. Okay, so good, so let me just see about face, so come towards me.
Gonna go forward.
Okay, how do you do an about face?
Here.
Oh,
You
well,
together, so who
together.
starts it?
So I would take her hand, and then would I turn, see, I don't remember about face at all.
Good.
I'm sorry, but.
That's
You
what
turn
you need to
face
tell
me.
me, I don't know.
Yeah.
What I do typically is I take this arm and give the release sign with the verbal signal of, we're going to make an about face,
Okay.
which would then hopefully signal to your client to simply drop down, and then lightly, you both turn towards each other, and then you would connect, yes, like so, and back forward, okay? And then as you come forward, like this, you use your arm again to indicate her to come forward. By
Okay.
pulling your hand forward and saying, this is the door, then she knows that you're where it is about. And then she could either slide forward and locate, is what you wanted her to do, with sort of simplifying it a little bit. Just the amount of verbal with the nonverbal,
Okay.
okay? And whatever you wanted to say about that or not say about it. But do you understand where she was getting confused with the
Mhm.
step and not step?
Mhm.
I thought there were stairs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was
Yeah.
an interesting exchange,
Yeah.
and I wasn't expecting that.
Okay.
Yeah, so you just never know with language.
Right.
Okay, so reconnect. Let's just see, let's try that one more time.
Okay, so I'm
Or
gonna
you
do
were
the
fine, yeah, good.
release sign.
And with the verbal,
Or the-
let's
Let's do an about
let's turn
face.
around or whatever.
Okay, and then we both turn towards each
And
other.
then you're good, I like that you're connected, good.
All right, you feel comfortable with that?
Mhm.
All right, we're gonna
Okay.
go forward.
How's the pace?
Good.
Too slow, too fast?
Just right.
Okay, so then sometimes you want to pick up the pace and see if they follow. Okay. Okay, can we see a changing sides? Okay, so that's changing sides while stopped, right? And that's like method 2 or something, where it was full grasping, right? Do you know any other way to do that?
Either of you change sides.
Yep.
I just have a longer trail along my dad.
Okay, right?
And when we did the turn back there.
Well, that's
I think
about
I just-
face.
What else?
Changing sides going in the same direction. So if you could do it walking,
What, just like for a narrow, or no?
so let's walk.
Okay.
You relax your arm, let it go back.
Oh.
Okay. And then don't forget to bring your other arm, so you're
Yeah.
using as trail. Good. So let's do that again. Relax your arm.
As for walking,
Okay. And what I want to see, Jennifer, is it the hand that is eventually going to grasp does the trailing.
Oh,
You
okay.
turn a little bit towards the direction that you're changing. Try it again. There. Good. And that's with walking. Very
Okay.
nice. That worked out well. I can see it's a little hesitant, but as you get used to it.
I'm
Right.
so afraid of getting too far ahead of her and her not grasping.
Right, that's important, right,
All right.
maintaining contact at all
Right,
times,
right,
absolutely right.
right.
Okay, any questions about changing sides? Why would you want to grasp, or trail? Who gets to do the grasp, who gets to do the trailing? Either one of you can answer.
Just the width.
With the first method I saw,
Oh.
you grasped and always had full contact with the arms, Jennifer, right?
Because you don't want to lose contact. Okay.
Who might we want to make sure always does it that way? And stops, the real protected way? Who's going to do that? What student?
Someone's deafblind.
People who, right, who are very concerned about their orientation, who are very concerned about their ability to, you know, really be able to do this sort of light contact stuff. So it's a valuable, important way to do it. People like you all though, high cognition, they should know all these easier ways, quick ways to do things, because they're going to enjoy that. 'Cause people do enjoy to do things very smoothly. So graceful, smooth, efficient, that's what we're looking for with adults, especially but high-functioning children as well. They like to know all of the ins and outs, right?
Right.
Okay, so we've done about face, we've done changing sides. What else do we need to do in kindergarten?
Doorways.
Doorways and stairs, okay. We have stairs here, and that maybe that doorway, there's some doorways here too. So, what's next?
What would you like to do? Stairs or doorway?
Oh, let's go stairs.
Stairs,
Okay.
right.
Here we go.